Okay, we're continuing this question, part B. Let's erase what we had before. Alright, so this is what? This was question 7 of the January 2020 past paper, CSEC past paper. Now part B says this, and remember I had written down formulas to get the number of ticks and the number of dots here. Part B says the sum of the number of dots in 2 consecutive figures are recorded. Okay, figure 1 and figure 2, you added 13 to 25 and get 38. Figure 2 and figure 3, so it was 25 plus 37. Alright, so that's what's happening. We had 13 plus 25, then 25 plus 37, then 37 plus 49. So 37 plus 49, 86. Here they say determine the total number of dots in figures 7 and figure 8. Figure 7 and figure 8. Alright. Now, the total number of dots in figure 7 and figure 8. The number of dots in figure N is 12 plus 1. Let's write that down. So the number of dots in figure N is 12n plus 1. Now, the number of dots, figure 7, the number of dots in figure 7. Figure 7 would have 12 by 7 plus 1 dots. And then figure 8 would have 12 by 8 plus 1 dots. Alright? So you add these. 12 7s 84 and 1 85. 12 8s 96 and 1 97. So the total number of that in figure 7 and 8 would be 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 12. 7 and 5, 12. Bring down the 2. Carry 1. 9 and 8, 17 and 1, 18. 182. That would be 182 dots. Alright? 182. And then figure N and figure N plus 1. Okay, let's erase these to make some space. So we know that the number of dots in figure N is 12n plus 1. So what we have is that figure N dots is 12n plus 1, this. Now what about figure N plus 1? Figure N plus 1, the number of dots would be 12 times n plus 1 plus 1. You see that? So this would amount to 12 by n, would be 12n. 12 times n is 12n plus 12 times 1 plus 12 plus this one here. So it would amount to 12n plus 13. So what's the total number of dots? It will be 12n plus 1, this, the number of dots in figure n, plus the number of dots in figure 12n plus 1 is 12n plus 13. Alright? Don't make the mistake of saying since it's figure n plus 1, then what we're going to have is from figure n plus 1, from figure n to figure n plus 1, if figure n plus, if figure n is 12n plus 1, then you're going to say that if then figure n plus 1 must be 12n plus 1 plus 1, which is 12n plus 2. Don't make that mistake, alright? You have to substitute it in the formula here. So 13 on 1, 14 plus 12n plus 12n will give you 24n. So it's 24n plus 14. Alright? 24n plus 14. This seems to be the end of question 7, because it says total 10 marks. What's up next is section 2, question 8. So we'll deal with that in a different video.